trends in artificial intelligence at the moment is the amount of organisations that are beginning to use and implement artificial intelligence in their business processes and their products. We see two areas that organisations are focusing on predominantly. One is customer experience and also employee engagement. Okay, so how can we improve the employee experience? How can we improve their ability to make decisions, make them at a faster pace, increase time to market for new products, and increase the overall output of an organisation? Typical kind of technologies we see being used to help improve customer experience and employee engagement are things like virtual assistants, real-time speech analytics, and voice biometrics. Fearing technology is nothing new. We can go far back as 1811 when the Luddites protested against the introduction of automated looms in the factories for fear of their job loss. In 1928, the New York Times ran with the title, "March of the Machines Makes Idle Hands," and at a similar time in the 1930s, the phrase technological unemployment was coined. Okay, so the fear of job losses is nothing new. But with this current wave of technology, we do see a change significantly in people's roles, and that's something we need to be mindful of, okay? For a long time, we've feared change. We feared what change means for our jobs, and I think we're beginning to get to a point where we need to flip that. Okay, if you're sitting in a role and you're not changing, you need to fear that. You need to fear not changing, because if you're not changing, you're sitting still, technology may catch up with you. There's a few ways that artificial intelligence will change the jobs that we do, and the most cited study on this is McKinsey, okay, and they've alluded to 60% of roles that are out there have up to 30% of their duties that can be automated. Artificial intelligence can really bring meaning to our works if we bring it in and introduce it in the right way. It can help us free up more time for things like problem solving, critical thinking, and creativity. To understand how we can improve our roles, we must ask ourselves, what are the tasks that humans can do that machines find extremely difficult? And that's where we look at things like caring, like empathy, like the ability to read and interpret context in a situation, to understand body language, to understand all the different signs and signals that add context to a situation that a machine might find almost impossible to ever do. At BT, we're using AI in a number of different ways. Okay, in the first way, we're working with our customers to help them improve their customer experience. And that's through the deployment of bots to help agents find solutions for customers' queries. We're also looking at the data from all the different tools that employees use to engage with each other, to communicate, to collaborate, whether it's instant messaging, voice calls, desktop sharing, the technology that they're using. By using monitoring tools to assess performance in a real-time manner, we can identify where there's poor experience, calls being dropped, and just improve that engagement for employees to help with decision making, to help with productivity, to help with that overall output of an organization. There's a lot of examples of governments around the world using artificial intelligence to promote this concept of a smart city. Okay, and what's really important for any smart city program is that there's four pillars. Okay, we look at mobility and how a city can improve the flow of its traffic, its public transport, its private transport. We look at safety and security, so how can it create a safer environment for citizens by using the data that's captured in CCTV cameras. We look at environment and sustainability, so things like waste management. How can the city be much more efficient in how they manage its waste to make sure that the environment is healthier and happier for citizens, but also more sustainable for the planet itself. Then we need to look at public services like health, education. How can you improve this through the use of artificial intelligence? And some of the challenges with this is probably around the cost and the funding of smart city projects. Historically, most of the cities that have kicked off smart city projects are affluent cities that have the money, that have the budgets to do this. And how can we ensure that those benefits and services are also translated to cities that are less well off?